It was with great reluctance that I packed up camp on the morning of day 4. A storm was on the way, and I woke up that morning to one of the most beautiful sunrises I've ever witnessed. The sky was set ablaze as I stood there in silence, paralyzed by the beauty that surrounded me. I was neither frustrated nor angered by my inability to capture the light that morning. It was a matter of sheer intimidation, and it was a truly humbling experience. I took the sunrise that morning as a sign that I should move along and find another subject to make better use of the conditions to come over the following days. I drove an hour north to Furnace Creek, re-established base camp, then spent the afternoon scouting the nearby salt flats.
If you followed my blog last year when I went to Death Valley, you might find this location to be a little familiar. This is where I took one particular photo and set up for one final shot of my last day. It wasn't actually supposed to be my last day in Death Valley, but conditions just weren't working in my favor. It was incredibly windy. There was no clouds in the sky. And at a certain point, I just said, that's it, I gave up. But I came back here this year and see if I can get that one shot I was trying for last year. Got some water back in there, nice reflection, hopefully if the clouds light up at sunset. And if the clouds don't light up, it just means I'll come back in the morning. I'll leave the camera out overnight, and then this is also an ideal position to shoot in the morning. With regard to weather, there is going to be some clouds and stuff on the way. There's about a 20 to 30% chance of rain in Los Angeles right now, which means that there's going to be clouds coming through here in the next few days. So if I'm patient enough, which we'll see if I am, I may very well have an opportunity to get the shot you see back behind me. Well, there's been some developments, not in the good sense, but the clouds back there, yeah, they're getting pretty thick. And this has happened a lot when I've come here in the past. My prediction is that it's going to be a pretty awesome sunrise. But the problem is the shot I have right now is not going to work so good for sunrise. And the reason for that, well, my water is going away. And it has evaporated about 6 to 8 inches, well, I should say it's receded about 6 to 8 inches. And not only is my foreground changing quite a bit in the shot I selected, but also it's revealing some footprints underneath the water, and that's not too cool. But I'm gonna stick on the shot through sunset, see if anything amazing happens, but it's too dark for me to find another composition right now. I just can't see anything on the ground glass. I guess you'd say the good news is that I spent a lot of time wandering today. And I found an area back that way, which has some cool polka dots. And that's a shot that doesn't depend on any water. So that makes it a little nicer for me to set up something and kind of sit on it for a while. But we'll see what happens here. But I predict that I'm going to be wrapping things up here and packing things up and heading back to camp. But it's all part of the journey, you know. Just because you set up for a shot doesn't mean it's going to happen. And most of the time it won't. But it's those times when everything aligns itself right and I get the shot. Those are the moments I remember. These are the ones I usually forget. Except I record them on video.